Shabbat Shalom! We are in the fifth aliyah of Parshat Terumah. Everything in the Mishkan teaches us something about Yeshua. The entrance to the Mishkan represents Yeshua because he is the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through Yeshua. The altar is the place where the sacrifices were offered. And we know that Yeshua was the ultimate sacrifice, the only one who was perfect, who could actually take away the sins of the world. The basin was where the priests washed, and the basin represents the living waters. And of course, Yeshua promises to give us living waters. Coming out of the outer courtyard, we find the holy place that has the holy place and the Holy of Holies. Let's take off the top and see what it looks like inside. So this is the holy place here, and we see the table of incense and the menorah and the bread. Remember, Yeshua says, I am the bread of life, and the menorah reminds us that he is the light of the world, and the incense represents the prayers floating up to heaven. And now we see a curtain that divides the holy place from the Holy of Holies. And we see that it is red and blue and purple, and it has seraphim woven into it. It is very intricate. It separates the holy place from the Holy of Holies. And what do we find in there? Let's see. In the holiest place, the Holy of Holies, we find the Ark of the Covenant, and on top we see the mercy seat. The atonement cover represents Yeshua because in him we find mercy. This place is called the mercy seat, and it is the throne of Adonai. This is where he meets with the high priest, the Kohen HaGadol. In this week's aliyah, we see a description of the parokhet, the curtain between the holy place and the Holy of Holies. It represents the body of Yeshua. In the Mishkan, only the high priest could enter the Holy of Holies, and only on Yom Kippur. However, when Yeshua died, what happened to this curtain? Let's read Matthew chapter 27, verses 45 to 54. Now from the 6th hour, darkness fell upon all the land until the 9th hour. About the 9th hour, Yeshua cried out with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani? That is, my God, why have you abandoned me? When some of those standing there heard it, they began saying, This man is calling for Elijah. Right away, one of them ran and took a sponge. He filled it with sour wine and put it on a stick and was offering it to Yeshua to drink. But the rest were saying, Leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to save him. And Yeshua cried out again with a loud voice and gave up his spirit. And behold, the curtain of the temple was split in two from top to bottom, and the earth quaked, and rocks were split apart. And the tombs were opened, and many bodies of the Kedoshim who were sleeping were raised to life. And coming forth out of the tombs, after his resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many. Now the centurion and those with him keeping guard over Yeshua, when they saw the earthquake and what was happening, they became terribly frightened and said, This really was the Son of God. It was truly a miracle that that curtain split, because it was 4 inches thick. And it ripped from top to bottom. No human could have done that. That was the work of God. Let's see if we can make one out of pipe cleaners and see if we can split it. Well, this is my attempt at weaving a parokhet. Maybe I'm not the most skilled weaver, but let's see if I can rip it. Nope, it'll bend, but not break. And that was like the curtain in the temple. It would bend, but no one could have torn it. It had to have been torn only by the hand of God. And that is what Yeshua did when he laid his own life down for us. We have access to the mercy seat because of Yeshua. Hallelujah. Shabbat Shalom.